Hello, friends. Novaya Gazeta writes that the Russian army made a gesture of goodwill in Avdiivka, in Ugledar, and in Mariinka and Bakhmut. The clutch has survived and is slowly backing up. In short, the Donetsk region is sent back to its native harbor. Mourners are asked to get out of the car and wave a handkerchief. Only for this reason, of course, our task is to move them to such a distance from which they cannot harm us. An air defense system was installed at Putin's residence. Pushed it away, yes. As I promised, I pushed it away. And even these communication routes, railways, highways, they need to be built in such a way that both speed and movement are increased, and that they are at a sufficiently safe distance. The head of the unrecognized Republic of the DPR, Denis Pushilin, looks at Putin in much the same way as Russians look at Honduras. This is briefly about the geopolitical situation in the world.
Here. That's right. What kind of applause is there out there for him? No one will. No one will applaud him. No one is afraid of him anymore. Because he showed what he is capable of, darned. You have to be like that to just bring such a huge country to its knees. Put him on his knees. And why is NATO not directly fighting a war with Russia? Do you know why? I'll tell you now. Yes, because they are not fools. They understand that they will not find better ones who can simply put Russia on their stomach from their knees. Why would they remove Putin? Because he gets up in the morning and does everything until the evening to bring our country to its knees, put it on his stomach, so that everything. And everyone is talking. Everyone says the economy is rising there. Everything is gorgeous there. Blah, 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 blah. And you write that the dollar has become 80 rubles and 50 kopecks. That's what date the beginning of April is there today. $80. 80 wooden rubles for $1. Why is the dollar not worth it? Why isn't a ruble worth $80? And why the opposite?
Why?
Explain it to me, eh?
The governor of the Belgorod region said that there will be no parade on the 9th of May this year, in order not to provoke Ukraine. I can say right now that there will be no parade in order not to provoke the enemy with a large number of accumulations of equipment and military personnel in the center of Belgorod. The main thing, I think we all understand, is the safety of residents of the Belgorod region. No one will risk it. 2022 year. They went and took Kiev in 3 days and carried with them a ceremonial uniform to hold a parade on the 9th of May on Khreshchatyk. 2023 year. We decided not to hold a parade on the 9th of May, so that Ukrainians would not come to Belgorod and hold it here with us. Emergency services call the kettle the cause of the fire in the building of the Ministry of Defense. The kettle whistled at one person. Therefore, now there are pops, then fires all over the country.
I went to take pictures. I'm photographing a woman over there who opened the window, but who asked? She opened the window and is already talking to this company, how, where I called and asked them to paint, change the color and generally remove this fence altogether.
That's everything in the house I like, and the slabs are crooked instead of asphalt, and the spot under the entrance stinks of dark urine, and nobody has done repairs like we love for 70 years. The only problem is that the fence is the wrong color.
She talks on the phone, says that such a fool walks, takes pictures of the fence that she painted 2 years ago. Well, that's how it started, and she also showed me around the neck like that, sort of. There's also Hannah here.
Everything, he says, is for you, Conserva from Bushnea. We've got you figured out. And call the cops.
This is how they will demonstrate their solidarity with Ukraine. They are wives here. And, probably, their husbands are not there behind the fence. Yes, I am not satisfied with our guys dying there, but here they demonstrate the color of their flag. And for some reason our flag, nothing is visible.
Our guys are dying there for washing machines, for underpants, for microwaves. And you've painted an old fence made of wooden pegs in front of a pissed-off entrance in the wrong color. Well, you can't do that. Disorder. Not patriotic.
There are a lot of colors, there are colors. But for them, apparently, there is only paint. I didn't paint the shoe. I have a neighbor and Marinaka. This is Victoria from the 3rd floor, from the 42nd Lanochka. We painted everything.
Wait. She was stricter. I wasn't the only one who painted. A patriotic neighbor immediately surrenders the accomplices.
Because of this fence, which has been standing for 2 years, no one needs anything. I already have Tanya of the 45th apartment. She brought me 2 cylinders, bought a green one, a red one, a red one. My husband is a military man. Damn, I've been working all my life for our motherland, as they say.
Oh, and there's Tanya from the 45th apartment. It turns out to be a whole underground cell. Comrade Major smiles, anticipating a new rank. Ivanova region Kinishma Bruce, Litovskaya Street. You don't have to say anything, of course. We have such roads everywhere in private sectors. As soon as you stop by, everything. The road is basically over. But on the other hand, as soon as you see such a stop, it's immediately warm in my soul. Now I can't help but fall asleep. So patriotic at once, so warm in my soul, as they painted the Russian tricolor in the 90s, there must have been some kind of stall here before. As they built the 80s, so it will stand until the 50s. I can smell something right through the screen. In the Samara region, its own Mariupol has been discovered.
Central Lenin Street, Chapovsk, Samara region. We turn to this side and this is the picture that opens up. This house here is already standing. This is just such garbage all around. There is another house nearby, also similar. Then we look at the destroyed barn. It's just a solid dump. There are no dogs in sight here yet, the kennels are still running. Here are residential buildings standing, here are new residential buildings, a playground, a garbage dump nearby, on which all the garbage just flew like that. Almost to the playground there. And all this is considered practically the center of the city.
No, it's definitely not Biden anymore. Biden just won't have time for so many things everywhere. This is Blinken and Sullivan. 100%.